everybody, welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons. In our last episode, the players stopped in the town of Frampton, where they went shopping and visited the Frampton School of Magic, where they met a Tiefling student named Fern. Later, they met the girls' parents, Prunella and Kurt, two Tieflings who turned out to previously be part of Visago's army, but had escaped. Today, the party prepares to visit Vakish to follow a lead on the circumstances surrounding Loowee's mysterious past, as well as investigate the possibility of Visago's presence there. Let's get to it.
To the Devonshire Mansion.
The young student, Tiefling Fern, has told you where to find the Devonshire Mansion. She seems to know where it is. She said it was on the lake, on Lake Frampton. You find a nice estate on the lake. It's a fine mansion with a large garden surrounding it, and it seems to have a large backyard/garden as well. Marble steps lead up to the home.
How big is the home? How big is the mansion? How many stories? How many?
It is 2 stories. It's pretty wide. Imagine it's 2 stories, but the stories are like 20 feet
garage doors
tall. A garage door? How many garage doors? No garage doors, but you can guess that there's probably a stable in the back.
They're very well off. They have 4 garage doors.
4 horse doors.
I want to...
On 2
4 horse
stories.
I want to start making my way up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, followed by Loowee.
Okay. You guys head up. Would you like to knock?
Of course.
Dush.
Biggest knock we can do.
With my tail.
Okay,
You
your
would break
tail
the tail
wraps
again.
around the brass knocker.
Yes.
And
I just see you literally spinning in circles, so your tail just keeps hitting the door.
whoosh, you're just throwing it against the door. Yes.
You're just embarrassing yourself.
All right, so you head up, and after a few moments, the door is answered by an elderly gentleman. Hello.
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 How can I help you?
Before we say anything, I want to quickly turn to them and be like, should we tell them? Like, should we be us? How should we go about this? We didn't plan this out.
Would you like to speak before the door is
I
answered?
wanna do awaken mind.
Oh my gosh! Stop waiting.
Oh no!
Okay,
This
okay.
is like real time.
Okay.
This is real time.
Let's go.
I wanna just be like,
The guy
What?
opens the door
Why
and he's
would-
like,
why isn't it okay with? Why can't we just be us?
Yeah, just
I don't-
us
because,
is fine
like,
as
I don't
long as
know-
you don't tell everybody that we're.
We are runaways.
Oh my
Do they
god!
know us?
Stop
I
with
don't-
that.
My name is Aiden Ashwind.
Oh, here we go.
My name is
and,
Aiden now.
Your name is
Master
Aiden too?
Aiden and Master Aiden, how may I help you?
We are looking for something. Maybe someone. You might know them?
Go on.
I feel as
Are you
though...
Kurt?
Kurt?
Yeah,
Prunella and
Kurt.
Kurt.
Kurt Devonshire.
No, I think
Oh
we
no, that's
just talked to them?
wrong parent. Rufus and
Rufus.
Patty.
Kurt,
And
Celestia,
what's up,
right?
man?
Celestia, yeah.
I am not. I'm simply the butler.
I thought it was the butler.
Nice to
That's
meet you,
good.
Mr. Butler.
What? Yeah, that was definitely the butler.
Are
Are
you...
Rufus and Celestia here?
They are. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah.
Of course.
Ah. I shall fetch them. Would you like to come in and wait in the foyer?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like grab a hold of Dejal and kind of push him in front of me. Be like,
What
I'm
the-
gonna let you take the lead, my man.
What?
Look great. I am like shooting 0 for 3 with me talking and getting us into things. So I'm gonna let you take the lead.
Like, Carthus, you coming?
Yeah. Fancy house.
Are-
Should be fun. He comes in and he starts. He's looking around.
Loowee looks at Carlos and she knows.
She knows.
And he knows. He knows.
Right.
About to have a thief off. Like, it's gonna be like the Olympic Games of thieving. Leave
Wanna
the
make a
house
race,
and there's
Carthus?
nothing there. Carthus has a couch on his back.
I'm taking this couch.
I'm taking the DVD.
So are we just waiting there? Are
Yes.
we in the
Do please come in. There's a seat here. You may sit on the sofa.
one seat?
There's a sofa.
Oh.
I will. I'll be right back. So he heads up this huge staircase in the middle of this massive room. As you step in, this room is ginormous. It's almost like a ballroom. There's a couple of doors on either side. He goes up the stairs in the center, these marble stairs. He disappears for a few minutes. Anyone want to do anything while he's gone?
Are there
Hey
any
guys.
paintings that could fit in the bag I have?
Anything could fit in your bag, Lou. There are a couple of paintings. There's a couple of pedestals.
Lou's trying to put the house in his bag. How do I do it?
Start it on one corner with the bag. And
There's a couple of paintings. There's a couple of pedestals with heirlooms and things on them.
Where's my prized gold sword? It's gone. I just want to look around and see, like, I guess, do a perception check, see if I see anything
yeah, I want to see
suspicious.
what's around. Really curious about what's around here.
Lou, you're looking around, and for your type of investigation, you're seeing a couple things on pedestals. A very nice set of gold and silverware in a little case on a pedestal. A couple of very fancy cups and bowls, and mostly chinas. They're seemingly for the taking, which Karthus has already begun to eye. Aiden, as you look around, this house is lavish. It is. You've been in like royal houses before. This place is god tier.
Yeah.
It's all marble and alabaster and gold, and it's gorgeous. And as you're looking around, you notice beside the staircase on a wall in a frame is what seems to be some sort of diploma or certificate. Well,
Yeah, I want to go check that out.
all right, so Aiden heads over to this frame. Dajal, as you're looking around, you just notice this house is pretty fancy. Very nice. There's tapestries hung that seem to tell stories, things like that. So you just get the feeling that this is a very wealthy home. Aiden, as you investigate, you notice that this says, this piece of paper says, Member of the High Council of Frampton, Rufus Devonshire.
Guys. Now I am worried.
I mean,
Part of the High Council, and we are wanted.
well,
It's probably fine.
We're fine.
You might be okay.
Is that an unusual view to see someone from the High Council of a city like Frampton be that wealthy?
I would say that not being incredibly familiar with Frampton in general, probably not.
I just want to real quick before someone comes remind these guys, like, this is a nice house. Why did these people just leave kid at the school?
I was thinking the same thing.
Like, they just, like, this is a really nice place, and they just abandoned not abandoned, but like just dropped them off and said bye.
I want to look at Dijon. Super serious. They could just be terrible parents. Hello!
Yes. Yes, as you're talking and as Karthus is surveying the room, he starts to put his hands toward a pedestal, and as two figures start to make their way down the steps, you see a middle-aged couple dressed in very fine clothes. The woman has a fluffy fur collar and lots of jewelry. The woman speaks up. Hello. Yes. What can we do for you?
I want to
Aiden?
pat Dijon on the back and say,
I want to pat the jar as well. Just
I want to, real quick, like, while they're walking down, awaken mind with Aiden and be like, what are we doing? I'm just going to just ask these random people if they know Voldemort.
look, that was totally your intent with the other random people. What, because these guys are high class and the other ones aren't?
No, but we don't know if anything's connected with these guys.
I thought
at
you
all.
were. I had figured you were just here to, on your way
That's
out of
what-
town, investigate, kid.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then,
there's no harm in
You could just be
investigating
like, "Thank you
more.
for your time. Goodbye."
okay.
Okay,
You're worthless, Aiden. I want to look back at the parents and be like, just curious. I know this sounds real weird and off the wall, but you guys look do they look relatively just happy?
Not necessarily. They look very Snooty. Yeah,
I
some quiet.
just want to ask them,
Society.
your son's name is Kid, right?
That's right.
Who would name
You are
their kid
aware that
Kid?
he's missing.
Is dead.
Wow.
What?
You're aware that he's missing, right?
Or dead.
Are you saying that he's dead? Are you just saying that out loud?
I want to very much so.
Okay.
Just to see what kind of reaction they get. I might. Ooh. Oh, I want to say he is missing. He could be dead. See, just to see what
Beg
their
your pardon.
reaction
Did
is.
you have any information about Kid?
Just curious. You guys seem pretty wealthy. You think you guys could have every search party in Leafton looking for him right now?
Well, naturally, we sent somebody out.
Somebody?
Who?
One person?
No, we sent out a few of the guards to go and look for him.
Did you just give up?
How long are we expected to look?
How long?
Whoa!
How long?
The
did
least
I want to say, how
look?
long do you plan on being
Possible.
alive?
Is that what you say?
Living.
Oh my God, Cody. Oh no.
Beg your pardon. Do you know where you are?
Yes.
I just wanna ask, like, what do you? How long? I mean, how long did you even look for?
We searched all of last year.
He's what? Did we already know Kid's been gone that long? What? Last
I didn't
year?
know he was gone that long, no.
What?
I want to look at them and say, well, good news, your son is alive. We found him.
I see. Where might he be?
Don't know.
Where did you see him?
In the forest.
Which?
We don't know.
You don't know where you were.
Well,
It was
when
a
he pops
crazy-
us in and out of everywhere, no, we don't
He's
know.
very good. He's very skilled at the magics. And
Yeah, so we've heard.
let's just say he helped us. What?
What? What?
So you didn't know? You don't know your own kid is good at magic?
We have had reports from the school. They send us letters
What?
with his grades.
Why don't you? Why did you just drop your son off at the school and then not? You haven't seen him in how long?
Kid is a handful.
Cool. Kids are
Yeah, so-
handfuls. Be a parent. What? What?
Yeah, Aiden's getting a little riled up. He
So you
looks and
just-
says, "Well, so you're just gonna leave at the smallest problem? You can't
We sent him
Like-
to the school to be disciplined. Apparently, it didn't work very well.
discipline? You sent him to a school to be disciplined?
He's very rowdy.
So, what would you guys do now, knowing that we told you Kid is alive somewhere?
Well, with all the fantastic information that you've given us as to his whereabouts, I'm sure we'll just send someone right over to get him.
I want to look over at Jal and like give him like a dirty look, but not at him. Like
What does that even mean?
I'm gonna like a look is to say, I'm gonna sock this dude in the nose.
This is a woman
You like
talking.
see like your his
Oh, wait,
hands.
this is a lady?
They're both speaking.
Wasn't it?
They're both speaking.
Oh, I thought.
Deep
Oh,
voice, ladies' voice.
Yeah.
You guys sound a lot alike.
So kind of feminine, a little bit.
Okay, I want to look at him and just listen. We're trying to help as much as we can, but Kid probably needs his parents, not just to be thrown back into school where he can obviously just get out from again.
I'm not sure what you expect us to do about it, considering we don't have any more leads. If you would tell us where you last saw him, if you have any information, we'd love to know.
Well, as of right now, you guys aren't winning the Parent of the Year award. I could tell you he's anywhere from Glowerwood to Woadwood, and I feel like you guys probably wouldn't even search that hard for him.
So once you get Kid back, what do you plan on doing with him?
If he is as skilled in magic as they say, then he will do just fine at the school.
So send him to the school to get disciplined. Get him back. Send him back to the place that he escaped from. Sounds like a solid plan to me.
It is my understanding they will heighten security if he returns.
They better have some dang good security.
Any bit of a kid.
If there's nothing else, would you please be going? We do have matters to attend.
We actually wanted to know something else. We wanted to have a discussion with you.
Yes, we have not heard from you yet.
Hi, my name is Loowee. I am particularly interested in the organization called the Emerald Eyes. Would you happen to know anything about it?
What? I have no idea what that is. They look at each other. I don't know what that is.
Of course you do. You have to. Everybody does. I want to know if they're lying.
The Emerald Eyes.
Roll an insight check. They seem to be completely unaware as to what you're speaking of, and because the Emerald Eyes is a farm which provides food, you get the feeling that people of this caliber would probably not know anything about that.
Okay, good.
I want to do minor illusion.
Okay.
Make a noise behind them to get them to turn around just real fast. I just want to see what kind of people they are. Minor illusion to get them to turn around, and then masquerade faces to make myself look like kid.
So you do a crashing sound, and they both turn, startled.
And then
What's the big idea?
Face.
And they turn back around, and they see Kid standing there. Kid Benedict Devonshire, where have you been?
Like in Kid's voice, but hi, Mama. I just want to be like, Mom, I've missed you. Didn't you guys miss me?
Kid, don't be ridiculous. Where have you been?
I've been living in the woods.
Why on earth were you doing something like that?
Aren't you happy to see me?
Kid, do you know the amount of money we paid to get you to that school and you just run away from there?
Yeah, but you're not happy to see me?
Yes, son, we're very pleased that you have returned.
Very pleased.
You think we can hang out or something? I haven't seen you guys in over a year, apparently.
Kid, are you all right? Come here, son. We'll have you taken care of and washed up and all that.
I want to be like, oh man, I didn't expect. I want to make another minor illusion.
Yes, wait.
Crash behind them, and then turn back.
Okay, so
He's gone?
yeah, you do this. They turn around and they get curious as to what the heck is going on behind them, and they call for the butler to come and investigate this, please. What is going on? And then they say that Kid has gone and that you have returned, and that when Kid was there, you weren't there. What are you trying to pull here?
I don't know what you're talking about. I saw a kid right there, and he must have taken off.
You are being quite inappropriate. Will you please leave?
I want to look at you, Dejal. I think that we have found out everything we need to here.
Okay, I get that. They're shitbag parents. The kid's still in the woods, just living there. By himself.
Yes. I don't think it's great that he is there. I think it would be worse in some ways to send him back here.
You're the cleric. This is your call, man. I think Kid can fend for himself, but I'm trying to walk a new path from my previous years.
Parents are supposed to bring up their children to be, not crap. And obviously, if we bring him back here, they're not even going to raise him. He's going to go back to a place that he ran away
at
from.
the school, though, at least he has the ability. Like right now, it's just a kid with who knows how much power, playing with all that power in the woods.
Obviously, he would be good if he goes back to the school. But he already knows 95% of the things they could teach him there anyway. So him going back there is basically like just putting him in a crappy magic prison. But I definitely think we could find him somewhere better, like an apprenticeship somewhere, doing something good and better that he might like, as opposed to going somewhere that he hates. Trust me, this like kills me that we can't just go and snag him up, and bring him back here, and everything be daisies. But I just don't think it'll work out.
All right. I want to look at Loowee and awaken mind with her, and just calmly say, steal as much as you can on the way out. Look at the parents and be like, hey, hopefully your son's not dead. Give him a thumbs up and turn around to walk out.
Can I respond to you in the awakened mind, or?
Yeah, as long as I keep the link.
Don't you think that they might be involved in any way, or there's something shady here? There has to.
I just think they're rich parents who didn't feel like raising their kid.
I mean, they can't be that rich. There has to be something shady here. Maybe that's somewhere directly or indirectly connected to criminal organizations. Maybe not even Visagos.
I want to turn to them and ask them how they make all their money.
Did you? And you already said, "Hope your kid's not dead." Oh, wait a second. How do you guys make any money?
Selling kids.
Rufus is a member of the High Council here in Frampton. He is one of 5 members of the High Council. The council is called the Trusted. They vote on laws and regulations.
Let me ask you a question. What is your position on slavery? We've seen contradictory reports around our journey, and we want to know how things are going here in Frampton.
It has not been initiated in Frampton yet, though I can't say that I completely am against it.
Whoa. So you're telling me you are for slavery? I mean, what is your position here?
Do you mean on the issue?
Yeah. What is wrong with you? Why?
If they are prisoners, it is better than the death sentence, yes?
No.
Well, I mean, they don't have that choice, right?
They shouldn't have done anything to get in prison in the first place.
Hayden,
boy.
I
Hayden's getting like real, like he's not stoked right now.
Well, I mean, okay, so you're one of the person I hate. Good.
Would you please leave now?
No, I think
Shall I have someone see you out then?
Oh, you can try.
I don't think you have anyone here that can see us out, but we'll leave.
That old butler?
I want to just turn and walk out and say good day. I said good day.
I want to make minor illusion at the same place DJ did. Same thing again, and I want them to.
What is going on back there?
Along the wall where you are doing the minor illusion, the butler is like feeling the wall and like knocking on it while you guys are conversing, and he's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
What the hell is wrong with that wall?
I don't know.
So you guys do it, and the old butler's like, and he jumps, and they turn around.
I want to hide. I want to find some place to hide. Yeah.
Okay, roll a stealth. And where would you like to hide? All right, where would you like to try to hide?
Just behind some furniture for the moment.
So you have the door, and right next to the door there is a sofa, so you can hide between the wall and the sofa if you would like. The others of you are headed out, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You head out and whistle for Karthus, who seems to be lingering, coming, and he heads out, and he has a jingle in his step. And you...
I want to start whistling like real loud so they can't hear the jingle.
Gotcha.
Do we see Loowee hide?
Yeah, because it's on the way out and you're looking at the door, you see her duck behind the sofa, but the parents are still turned around by the time you're able to duck out.
I just awaken mind with Loowee and be like, don't know what you're doing, but good luck. And walk out the door as I'm whistling.
I want to respond to that waking mind. Just meet me behind.
Behind the house?
Behind the house, yeah.
Okay, 10-4, good buddy. Yeah, I just want to tell Aiden and Karthus that Loowee said meet him behind the house.
Sounds good.
All right, what are my options here? I'm hidden behind the furniture. Those guys are out of sight, I guess. They
Yes,
won't come
however,
upstairs.
so as they and roll their eyes and huff and tut, they head back upstairs, and the butler is actually headed towards the front door. After a while, you wait and wait. The butler, old gentleman, makes his way down the stairs, and he heads outside, and he opens the door, he looks around, and he catches Dajal's tail going around the corner of the house. Excuse me,
What?
where are you going?
Termites.
I
You
think
got
this
bad
is.
termites. You should probably.
Yeah, we're going this way. It's a shortcut. Don't have a good day.
I thought you might like to hear something.
Oh, well. All right. I just want to peek around the corner, like. Yes.
Master Kid has always had an affinity for something called sheep fluffs. If you see him, perhaps you can entice him with them and get him to come home.
I want to look at the jaw and
Is
say,
this?
"The sheep."
What is sheep loss?
Oh my god. What are sheep fluffs?
It is a type of sweet that comes from Weldfield.
Oh.
We import them.
Do you have any?
I do not. We have to travel to Weldfield to be able to pick them up, and since Master Kid has been gone for a year, we have never had the chance to bring them for him.
Tell me, old man. Is this a good? Would Kid be good? Like, would it be better for him to be here?
To tell you the truth, I am relieved that he is doing well, and I have no doubt that he will be better off where he is.
Thank
wanna
you for your
Look
honesty,
at the
sir.
See?
Hey, if I didn't agree with you, I would have said something. You made a good cleric move for once in your life. Well, look at the butler and say thank you, and we will try to wait. You just said he'd be fine. You like him where he's at. Why do you want us to entice him to come back?
I think he is better off than being here, but I think he can handle himself, is what I'm trying to say. But if you feel that he is in danger, you spend time with him, yes?
Yes, I don't know if that kid can be in danger.
If you feel it is the right thing to do, or you ever need anything from him, I would say try to give him sheep fluffs, and some of us do miss him.
We're just gonna go behind the house now, and that's because we're leaving. We're going that way across.
Do you need directions?
Nope. I think we're good. It was
Actually,
right.
yes, we do. I think.
Okay, voice from around the corner. What do you need?
What is the easiest way to get to Vakish?
Well, if you do not have any means of getting there, you can rent a carriage in town, or there are camels you can rent as well.
We have steeds. We'll go west of Akish.
There is a path and a road leading west of Akish. There is heavy trade between these two cities. I would suggest going around the foothills, just south of Frampton, and not going through the mountains.
Why?
They are dangerous. There are bandits there. And the rocky cliffs are no good for horses. No carriages.
We can handle bandits, and our horses are tough. I want to turn to him. We should probably go south of around the. We shouldn't go through the mountain. There's bandits up there. But thank you, kind sir. I do appreciate your concern for Kid and your honesty with us.
I actually sent a message to Deja, the prestidigitate the spell message. I have my own spell.
Can you post it in the chat?
And I want to message him like, hold the butler off for as long as possible, so that I can free reign inside.
So, Dajal, in your actual ear, you hear a whisper, hold the butler off, in a whisper. It's not Louie's voice.
What the actual fuck? Aiden?
It is not
What?
Louis' voice?
Oh, man, that's what that's like. I want to, like, I just said goodbye, and be like, hey, wait. And
yes,
I just
sir.
want to be like,
Just
do you know the
Can we just pretend he's holding
Do you
him up?
know Vakish a
You
lot?
don't have
Do you,
to.
like, I literally just want to like
Shoot the
start
breeze,
asking
waste his
him
time.
like restaurants in Vakish, where good pubs or
There's
taverns
a fantastic hummus joint. Loowee, what's going on?
are. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanna go further inside. So where did Rufus and Alessia go? Did they go back up?
They went back up the stairs. It's a large staircase, and it seems to split off both ways in this massively tall room.
I think I want to look around the main floor first.
You sneak out from the sofa, and where are you headed? There are two. So there's the staircase, and on either side of the staircase there are two really large sets of doors.
Okay. I'll take the one on the left.
All right, so you head through the one on the left. This seems to be a kitchen of sorts.
Okay, I don't want to go to the kitchen. I'm gonna go back to the right one.
Yeah, so you go to the right, and you see that this is a ballroom, and there is a pianoforte here, a couple of other instruments, a fine chandelier, and many things laid out on columns to admire.
Okay, like what? Can I investigate what's on the con?
Sure. Yeah, you can take a look, and you see that much like a little bit in the foyer, there are lots of artifacts that seem to be more of a historical importance, but things that are like a family tree, a portrait of Grandpa, there's a fine spyglass there that seems to be made of pewter.
Is it protected or can I just take it?
It is on a fancy cushion.
Okay, I'll just grab it. Put it in the bag.
All right, pop that in your bag. You head back into the main foyer, and that seems to be all that is on the main floor, unless you went through the kitchen. But there are the two stairways leading up stairs.
Are there any stairways leading down in some sort of basement?
Not that you have seen so far.
Okay. Then I want to try and make my way upstairs.
Okay.
Slowly and stealthily, not too, because I know those Rufus and Willistia are there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
If have I seen them go left or right?
They headed up the left, so if you're facing away from the door, up the left side.
Okay, so I'll start on the right then.
Okay, so you'll head towards the right. Immediately as you come onto the landing, there are just doors dotted everywhere, and you can take your pick of any door. You open one up. You see that it's a very lavish guest room. Close it up, whatever. You open another, and you see that it seems to be an office.
Okay, the office is interesting. Let's get inside.
All right, you head inside, slowly close the door behind you, and there's paperwork strewn all over this desk. There are frames of the family. You notice on the walls there are frames of portraits and paintings of Willistia and of Rufus and of some other people that seem to be members of the Trusted of the High Council. Not a single portrait of Kid.
I want to see if I can find like something in maybe in the desk, and there's something that would be interesting. I mean, any kind of paper that would lead me to whatever kind of activity they do, kind of work or.
Yeah, roll me a stealth check as well.
12.
So you're looking around this room, you're checking the back of every painting, you're looking under the rug, under the chair, feeling under the desk, etc. There's a large roll-top desk with some candles on it and lots of papers. As you're looking around, you're not finding anything of interest until you open the very bottom drawer and find a thick leather journal.
I'll just take it without looking at it for now.
Okay.
Because I feel like I still need to be quick.
Okay.
Nothing else of interest in the room? No.
Most of it seems to be papers of a political nature concerning Rufus's job.
Okay, I want to do a disguise self.
Okay.
Into the butler. I still want to be stealthy.
Okay.
I don't want to show myself or make any sound when I move to the left side, but I want to go there.
Okay, so you head across the landing and you enter another hallway, which is lined with doors, and there are a couple of them open. Most of them, again, as you're looking around stealthily, seem to be guest rooms, and you do find another office in an open door, but you also hear the voices of Willistia and Rufus.
Yeah, I kind of want to put my ear on the door and try and make sense of what they're saying for a minute, maybe.
What a bother to have such riffraff come into our house. I wish Watson would tell them to go away and not bring their type and allow them to come into our home. Yes, dear, I understand, but what do you think about Kid being alive? I suppose it's good news, and we should send a search party, but I'm not sure where. I don't know where we would even start. They barely gave us any information. That is true. And at that, they leave the conversation about Kid. Nothing else. They say nothing else about Kid. They start getting back to, what about Angelo's party this weekend, etc., etc., and getting to high-class, wine-tasty discussions.
That was the second office, so they're in the second office.
Yes, they are in what seems to be much as if you want to peek around, you want to try and peek into it. You are disguised,
sure.
but
Yeah.
roll me a stealth. Yeah, you're able to easily peek in here, whether because you're the butler or something. They don't really notice you, and this office seems a lot more feminine. There's a vanity with perfumes and things covered with animal skins and weasel scarves, things like that. This seems to be Wellestia's office. You get the sense that the only other thing in this whole house are guest rooms and smoking parlors. There's probably a library through one of these doors, things like that.
What are the bedrooms? There are bedrooms.
Their bedrooms, yes. If you go through at the foyer, right in the middle, there are 2 large doors, and you can go through there if you would like to, disguised as the butler. You, as the butler, do go through these large doors through the center of the landing, and it leads you to a short hallway that leads you into a very large chamber, which does seem to be their bedroom.
I want to investigate that place.
All right. So you take a look around. This room is centered with a large bed with curtains all around it, velvet sheets or velvet blanket and the like. Everything is gorgeous and expensive. As you're digging around through drawers and such, you find more political papers, party invitations, costumes, jewelry, lots of jewelry, and you are able to find in Wellestia's, what seems like her side of the bed, she has a nightstand, and you're able to find another, what seems like a diary.
If I take that, they will know something's up, right? What about the jewelry? What kind of jewelry do they have?
They have all sorts of gems. She has lots of rings, tons of earrings on her vanity. There are sapphires and emeralds and malachite, all sorts.
Can I just look around the last pages and read the last entries on it?
Sure. Yeah. You're looking through, and as you thumb through the whole thing, you see no mention of Kid whatsoever, even from the last year, except one entry from about 2 years ago. But you only see one with Kid's name in it. The rest seem to be about her exploits, just meeting fancy people and going to fancy parties.
Okay, what about that entry on Kid?
The entry with Kid says, Kid was being a handful again today. His father had to take care of him. I can't wait until we send him to that school.
And that's it. That's all I see about Kid.
That's the only entry in the entire diary. It goes back about 6 years.
Okay. I want to put the diary back to where it was. I've looked at pretty much everywhere.
You've looked everywhere but the kitchen. I can tell you that you will find nothing of interest, Lou.
So, okay, well, no, that answers the question, the curiosity that Loowee had about any other sign of criminal organization or whatever. So they're bad parents, okay, but they're not members of whatever.
It doesn't seem that way. Not from
Yeah,
what
they're
you're
just
able
really
to find
crappy people.
in this house.
I think I'll just head back, of course, with the handful of jewelry that I have.
Okay.
As much as I could hold.
Yeah, roll me a stealth check. Okay.
Get in the bag. It's at least always clutching.
Sure. Yeah, you're easily able to. Actually, a few of the other servants seem to come through the house, maids and whatnot, coming cleaning through, taking care of things on the pedestal, dusting, and no one seems to notice you disguised as the butler. You're fine, and you are able to step outside. As you open the door,
as I step outside, I wanna go back to normal before Watson sees me.
Gotcha. Yes, as you step outside, you fade back and the illusion fades, and you are Loowee once more, and you see Dejal trying to chat up this butler.
Yeah, the New York Yankees, man. They're gonna.
Sir, I don't know what that is.
Good stuff.
I just want to I don't want Watson to see me come out of this. I just want to just get behind him and just make as if I was here all along.
Okay. As he turns around, you can do that thing where like you're right behind him, so you pivot with him, and as he goes to leave, you'll just.
Yeah, I want to do that.
All right. So yeah. he... Yes. Giants. Yes, understand. Have a nice day, sirs. And then he heads back towards the
Bye.
house, regretting having struck up a conversation with you. And Loowee, you are joined with the group, and Karthus is has his back turned to the group, and he seems to be counting things, trying not to have the butler notice.
Okay.
Hey,
But
Cartus,
I noticed Cartus. I want to go next to Cartus and look over his shoulder. What is that?
Got 4 golden spoons. Nothing too fancy.
Oh,
Pretty
nice.
good.
I got
Pretty
the
good.
I got the soup spoon. Ooh, look at me. I think I never passed that class. What? Why
You
did
said
you
super spoon?
soup spoon?
I'm gonna be like, Carthus, it took you that long to count 4 spoons?
I was investigating
1,
their
2, 3,
quality. Why, Loowee? What did you find? Where you been?
I got tired. I slept on the couch, and when I wake up, you guys were still chatting outside.
Oh, it's been like
I want to look at him and say, did you
And I wanna just
did you find
look
out
at
anything
him.
good?
Nothing incriminating. They barely noticed that kid. They barely mentioned kid, though. That's kind of sad, huh? How do you feel about that, Aiden?
Oh, I wanted to sock that guy in the nose, but
Yeah,
it
I
was
see what
probably
you mean.
good.
Do it, cleric, you
I
won't.
really see. I mean, you know what, Aiden? Maybe you did it. Maybe you did the right thing. Maybe we did the right thing, not giving them too much information about the kid.
Yeah, after seeing those people and how they just, at first glance and the way they interacted with us, I can only imagine how they treated their child. Well, I say we head for Vakish.
cool.
To the horses.
You guys are headed
To the
around
horses.
the back of the mansion. You see back here, as you walk around, there are plenty of gardeners attending gorgeous rose gardens. You also see that there is a lavish stable filled with several horses as well.
It's okay, Karthus.
Oh, he doesn't have one.
Right, with me.
He doesn't have one.
It'll be good.
Is there
Like a
one
clown.
latch to open the gate, or do each of the horses have their own individual gate?
Each horse has its own stall. There are a few of them out being brushed on the lawn.
I want to turn to Dejal. I want to use. There's an
Where's-
attendant there. I want to charm person on the attendant.
Charm person.
Yeah, I want to charm the shit out of that attendant.
All right, what's your save?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. Oh, that's a pretty good save of 12.
Okay. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I want to charm him and ask him, and tell him to give us a horse. The butler said that we could have a horse for our travel.
You make your way across this entire lawn. Everyone is staring at you. They're very interested as to what you're doing. Should we call somebody? And you head up to the stables and you approach this man and you say, and some little bit of magic, please give us your horse. He looks at you. What are you doing here? Particularly, what are you two doing here? To the two tieflings in the party. Your kind are not welcome at this establishment.
I want to butt in really quick and grab them and say, "These are mine." God, I hate
I
this.
just want to look at Aiden and be like, like shrug my arm off and be like, I'm not. Be like, what do you mean we're not welcome here? We just talked to the owners just fine.
Yes, well, Watson does seem to have a problem with turning people away. Do you understand that you're not exactly welcome anywhere?
Oh, see, I want to look at Jean and see. I was trying to avoid this.
I wasn't.
I know.
Karthus is like, Loowee, did you see my spoons though? And he doesn't even care what is going on. He's like,
So Louis' spell did not work.
Is
it
not
seems that
failed?
this person is not charmed.
If I want to, I just want to get like not loud, but like just yell. I'm causing a little bit of a scene, not enough to make him call anyone. But while I'm causing a scene, I want to use Mage Hand while everyone's looking at me to start opening all the stalls of the horses.
Okay.
As we're getting ready to leave, just opening all the horse stalls so they trample the goddamn garden.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh man. Oh wait, I think I'm good on that. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yay!
Yeah.
You know, it's dumb people like you. The reason why, like, tieflings can't come out. They are on, like, just making a big scene while Aiden's dragging me away. Like, oh my god, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
But because I'm making a scene so everyone's looking at me, and I'm using my mage hand to open the gates.
Yeah,
to
as
all
you're
the
doing
horses.
this and causing a scene, you are able to open 3 of the gates before someone notices that the horses start to push their way out. Not frantically, but just what's going on out here. And one of the attendants notice, and they start to bar the doors of
And
the remaining
then
stores.
I want to use thaumaturgy and just roar like a lion or something, or that one.
Wait, hold on. As Louis wants to do something as well.
Okay.
Louis does not like the fact that that guy insulted Dejal.
Aw.
So she's going to cast the invisible mage hand and try to pickpocket the guy.
Okay.
That's 14.
Okay. What are you're trying to pickpocket this gentleman? Yeah, with your mage hand, you are able to lift from him a pair of keys that are now floating behind him.
Yeah, I want to use thaumaturgy, roar like a lion to get the horses riled up. And I forgot I even had this. Want to use beast speech to tell the horses to run.
Okay.
Oh. Sweet.
Wow, cool. That's amazing.
All right.
Have you had that this whole time?
Let's not talk about that.
Would have been good. Would have been good.
He has enough.
Yeah.
No, I haven't had it the whole time.
And I Louis wants to tell. Well, I think we should go now.
The horses, all having failed their checks, all start to freak out and start rearing up. This noise has terrified them, and they start trampling, and the attendants go to them and try to start calming them down. One of them is able to be soothed by one of the attendants and grabbed and sort of forced back and shut the door. But the other 2 have rushed out towards the lake, away from the mansion, and they have run. And the guard... I know this was your doing, Tiefling. Typical.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm just a filthy tiefling, right?
Yes.
And walk away.
Alright, you guys head out.
Eldritch Blast.
Initiative.
Yeah.
No,
The whole city of
Wanna get
Frampton.
All right. Yeah, we're heading out.
Alright, you guys head out. Guy mentioned something about elves and filthy half-breeds as you're headed out, and you head off the property, and these horses are running rampant along the lake.
I want to look at them and say, this place really tested my patience. Oh.
Why? What's wrong? What happened?
Oh, you know, all those dudes sucked. And
Yeah. Rich type.
yeah, they're not great.
I guess we're gonna have. We will in our journey. We will meet a lot of people like these.
Well, I haven't told Dejal and Louis that like Aiden kind of came up in a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't like super rich, but like he came up in
Nobility.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we can tell by your haircut.
he's just not used to you know, people with that kind of wealth acting like doofuses.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it angers him very much. I'll just basically like kind of bring up offhandedly like whenever I was being brought up, in my surroundings, like we had things kind of like I'm trying to like bring it up
Subtly.
super offhanded, yeah, like very subtly, and see if they catch up.
I'm
on
like,
it.
oh, so you're a rich boy, huh?
I never said that. Yeah, I left all that anyway, so it wouldn't much matter.
I knew
Yep.
I liked your hair.
And you're perfectly
Thanks.
white. You're perfectly white teeth and smile. And
He's got all
Oh
of them.
yeah, well, I have a tail.
I want to bring out the journal that I picked up in Dimension. I want to start reading it and see if there's anything like incriminating
took it?
about slavery.
He left Willestia's journal in her nightstand, but he took Rufus's journal from his office.
Okay.
Yeah, as you're walking, I assume you're headed back to get your horses to head out of town?
Yeah.
You're headed back to the
Yes.
tavern across town, and you are thumbing through this journal, and all of it, again, this journal is as old as Kid. And there is not a single reference to him in this book. However, you notice in the top corner of one of the pages, next to the date, there is a picture, just a really crude drawing of a whip.
Of a witch?
Whip?
Oh, whip. Oh. Whoa.
Okay, and what does that mean? Do I know what it means?
You're
or
not sure,
yet?
but once you notice this, you go back and you start checking, and you see the same symbol scattered throughout the past 5 years.
Okay. Do I notice that on these pages with the whip, there's anything in common with the entries, or?
Everything is just as normal as any other day, about politics, about his duties as part of the Trusted.
Okay, I'll keep it for now. The whip is. So the whip, just to make sure, the whip is on certain pages, not all of them.
Right, it's scattered every couple months or so for the last 5 years.
Those are days he whipped Kid.
Maybe.
That can't be right. I don't know what to do with that yet.
You head back to your tavern, and you head in there. You just approach the stall. Carthus looks through the window of the tavern. As you guys are taking care of your horses, and you get them back, you pay your fees, and what would you like to do?
Head to that place that we're heading to.
Vakish. Let's go Vakish.
Yes,
So,
that's what I said.
what time of the day are we?
You want to say that you took a long rest, like in the middle of the day, or a short rest?
I thought we did, because I thought we went to the market, then went to the college, then went to the Tieflings, rested, and then in the morning before we went out, we stopped at the.
So it's been another day then?
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
thought so. I'm not.
That's totally fine.
I do
Okay.
believe that sounds about right.
As it is a new day, you guys have headed to the Devonshire Mansion, and then so it is only about 10 in the morning or so, and you would like to head out towards Vakish?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
But don't go through the mountains.
Yeah,
It'd be
let's go to the
creepy
mountains.
up in-
If they're bandits, we can end their reign.
It's gonna
I'm
cut
not-
out
I'm
like
not-
it's
I'm
gonna
not
cut
worried
out a
about
full
us.
day.
I'm not worried about us. I'm worried about the horse. It's not a good trek for the horses.
So you guys head out through the town, past the tower at the college. You're headed out across the plains after you pass the foothills rolling just to the southwest of Frampton. Things go pretty much without a hitch. The grass is beautiful and lush, but eventually the grass starts to turn this yellow-green as you start to move away from the mountains, and the plains just become a little bit lighter and drier in nature.
I wanna take out the spyglass and try it. I wanna see how far I can see with that spyglass.
Okay. You are able to look a pretty fair distance, and you look out over the plains, and things seem pretty barren and boring. You notice that the farther you look out, the deader the grass seems to become. You're taking a look. Carthus is like, what you got there?
Hey, it's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, like that. Did you get that from them? Fancy house.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Wink.
He just kind of simmers in it. So, yeah, as you guys are riding out and just conversing casually, you can stop and have a ration, etc. Have a nice little picnic. About 4 p.m. after you guys are riding for a while, you start to hear rumbling, and the horses. It seems to be beyond you, and probably
Like in front of us.
It seems, yeah, in front of you. And the rumbling seems to be a good 100 feet in front of you. And the horses start to whinny and pick up their feet a little bit.
Hey guys, do you hear that?
Can I take off the spyglass and look at it?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, you can take a look, Loowee, as you're looking out over this expanse of plain. You see the grass start to be disturbed in 2 specific places, and dirt starts to come up from the grass.
Something coming out of the ground?
It seems to be that something is coming out of the ground, Loowee.
Holy shit, guys.
We
We got company. Something's going on the ground. How far is that thing?
100 feet you see in front of you.
Okay. I mean, guys, stop. Something's going on. Something's coming out of the ground. Do I know what it is? Like, is that a big...
As you're watching, as you're taking time to look through, you tell them to halt. You guys halt your horses?
Yes.
Yeah.
You halt your
Down,
horses.
Pumbaa.
That's not his name. You
Eclipse.
Yes.
Whoa.
You halt your horses, and suddenly, out of the ground, you see black pincers, and then out crawl 2 arachnids. 2 shiny black scorpions have come out of the ground.
Do they look like... Are they looking friendly?
They are beginning to get out of these holes, and they begin to charge towards you.
I want to use beast speech.
Oh.
Okay?
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddies. What you guys doing? We're cool? We're cool, brah.
As you say this to them, they hiss. You hear no voice from them, and they start to jostle towards you with their creepy little legs.
Well, fuck it. I'm not
I'd be
getting
like-
attacked by those.
I'd be like,
I draw my bow and I want to shoot them.
Let's roll initiative.
Aha!
Excelsior.
I have to click myself.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Where
we
am I?
changed it. Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you even put us. You put Carthus on the back of Cody.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, and I like it very much.
Okay. Loowee, you are the first to have noticed the giant scorpions coming out of the ground. What would you like to do about it?
Nice. That's the lowest attack roll I've ever seen you do, Lou. The lowest of. Way to blow it.
This is the lowest you'll see me attack. Fuck. Do I break my bow?
No, you fire your arrow, and it does whiz past them, and the arrow disappears into the hole that they've created.
How far are they from me?
You can use your ruler tool.
Oh, okay.
It's 75 feet from you.
No, that's a pretty good distance. That's a really good distance for my bow. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Alrighty, then we have Dejal.
Okay, I want to do a sweet, like perch up on the horse's back and do like a side flip while doing an Eldritch Blast. I'm sitting on the horse.
Yeah.
And I just want to prop my feet up and then flip off the horse while mid-flip, like doing an Eldritch Blast.
Roll me acrobatics.
You're gonna hit the horse.
Hey, I've seen Loowee do this a bunch.
You teach her magic, she teaches you acrobatics.
Wow!
Good. Alright, roll your attack.
Eat it, Loowee!
I am amazed. Louis is amazed by how graceful
Carthus
that
is
was.
amazed. He's like, oh, didn't know you were so nimble.
Aiden's just like,
I've seen worse.
What?
I've done
it's
better
not-
with my shield.
It's no shield slide. It was pretty good.
Yeah, you managed to do this weird sideways, I can't picture it, flip off this horse, and you, as you're barreling, you fire Eldritch Blast, yes? Towards which one?
It's pretty much like this. Oh, yeah.
Breaking physics, cool. Shoot Eldritch Blast, and then, which one?
The same one right here.
All right, so
Closer one.
you shoot Eldritch Blast, and everyone's like, "That was so cool!" Eldritch Blast misses, unfortunately, but it still looked really cool to the flip.
That's when be like, warning shot.
Oh,
That was oh, you missed it. Wow.
you missed it.
I know what I want to do with my movement. I want to clap.
I'll give it a free action of clapping. Yes,
You can-
Aiden, it's you.
Okay. I'm gonna use my action to. Can you move the horses?
Can you move the horses?
yeah.
Can
Yeah.
wait?
I think you are able to
sweet.
move your own horse.
Okay, I'm gonna move the horse over to here.
You're taking it to heart this with you. Cool.
Yes, and then I'm gonna jump off and slam my warhammer into the ground, so I can tie my horse onto it.
Shaw, what are you doing?
Nothing.
And oh, geez, what the heck? And then with my horse safely out of the way, I'm going to move. Because I'm going to use that as my action, and then I'm going to move toward those scorpions with my shield out.
So what were you?
And
Tell me
my-
again what you're doing with your hammer.
Oh, I'm using it to. I'm slamming it into the ground,
Uh-huh.
so using it as like a post to tie my horse on.
Oh, I see.
So I don't. Yeah.
Sure.
What the hell?
So he's tied up now, and
It's not that
I'm
heavy,
going
but
to move.
I guess.
It's not Thor's hammer.
You're just
Oh,
gonna
you
lose the
do it.
horse and the
Mjolnir.
There goes your horse and your hammer. Now, Carthus is still on this horse, so he's trying to figure out how to. Whoa.
He's on like the butt end of the horse.
He
like,
lays
wanna-
down on it and just shh, 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 it's okay.
I want to look up at him and say, "Cover me." I get my shield out.
I don't
Here.
have any magic, but okay. Just-
Good point. I'll toss him my crossbow.
I'll okay. Do
like
my best.
while he's like ah ah.
And that will be all I am doing.
That's
And that's all from you, Aiden, you said?
and he shoots the horse.
Yep. Hey, don't, jeez. Don't shoot the horse, please.
All right. Carthus
Yes.
is going to roll that, never having operated a crossbow before. And he's going
Just
to
point and shoot.
give it a try with a 9. And he is laying down on this horse, and he fires it, and it unfortunately misses this massive scorpion.
And he hits that guy.
It does not
my
hit
luck,
Aiden.
and it hits the jaw in the calf.
This one is going to start heading towards you, Aiden. And this one is going to head this way towards Dejal and Loowee.
Shoot again.
Okay, roll it.
Boom.
That's
Fuck.
Boom. Yeah, you fire Loowee and at the one in front of you, I assume?
Yeah.
Your shot whizzes past it again. It's moving too rapidly, bob and weave,
God.
and it is
Christ.
still coming towards you.
I want to move. What's my movement speed on the horse?
I will figure it out for you. 60 feet.
I just want to go next to Carthus.
So
I just
I'm just
turn the horse around.
here, guys.
you're like, what? Where are you leaving me?
You can move. It's your
Hey,
turn.
I'm ahead of you, my man.
There you go. Yeah, on foot.
I'll take the one
nonetheless.
on the right.
I'm next.
That's your turn, DJ.
Yeah.
Can I use my movement on my horse but keep me still?
You can try to use beast speech to tell your horse to go.
Well, wouldn't that take up my action? Yeah, I want to tell my horse to get back with the other ones.
Okay, so you want him to head back? Okay.
Man, he can talk with his horse. That's cool.
I want to.
The horse
Just
seems
really
confused as to what's just happened. You've never spoken with it before, and it's like, "What?" And it heads back to the other horses because it was doing that anyway. So
Sorry, what is it doing again?
he has spoken to the horse and told it, get back with the other horses. The horse freaked out.
The sound.
Don't care. Whatever. I'm good. Yeah, I'll go. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Horse heads out. Eclipse has gone with the other horses.
Real quick, we should all probably do better, and then do a intensely Eldritch blast at this scorpion because it's gonna hit now.
Okay.
I can.
You can try.
feel it.
Here's hoping.
Damn it.
It does hit. Yes.
Oh.
Nice job.
Oh, we found the number, guy.
Okay,
Finally.
roll damage.
Wow.
Ooh,
Very nice.
nice.
Where are you hitting it?
Oh, right in the chops.
Right in the mandibles there. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it for you, Dejal?
Well, since it's not dead, I guess. Now I'm gonna close my eyes.
Okay. Aiden.
Aiden is going to take that javelin of lightning and say the command word and transform it into a bolt of lightning and
What's that
hurl.
command word, bro?
Show me what you do and tell me how you do it.
Oh, jeez. Aiden's gonna hold up his shield and like throw the lightning over it, kind of,
Okay.
and he's gonna say "repent" and
I
throw
thought
it
you were gonna say Pikachu.
at the scorpion in front of him, and it has to make a dexterity saving throw of 13.
Okay.
And if it, what is it? If it succeeds, it takes half damage, and if it, misses, it takes full damage.
Okay. On a hit, and you did not hit, unfortunately, the target takes damage plus 4d6 lightning damage. You throw this javelin, repent, and it does not repent.
And it fails.
You have missed. Yes. Aiden, would you like to do anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
That's all I had.
Karthus, do your best. Karthus figures out how to put another one on there, and he tries again
Oh,
with an 8, and he unfortunately misses the scorpion as well, and he's just sitting here trying to keep the horses calm. They're all in this area, sort of, and he's just trying to simmer the situation down. However, he notices that he's not very good with this crossbow. He doesn't know what he's doing, so he chucks it onto the ground, and he hops off the horse and hang out over here. And he's gonna back you up, Eden. Next, we have our scorpion buddy, who is going to close this gap between you.
Ooh.
Eden, he is gonna come right up to you, and calm down. And he is going to swipe at you with his claw. That's
haha.
17 misses. All right, so he swings at you, and you are able to deflect it with your shield. Nice.
17 misses?
I got 18 for my
Jesus.
AC
With
my
the shield.
shield out.
Yep.
Hey, DJ, you got 18 AC?
And then at Dejal, the other scorpion is going to try to do the same. Does an 8 hit?
No.
It does not.
It's armor class, right?
Dejal
Yes.
with another impressive feat.
Loowee, it's you.
Yeah, I will attack this guy again. Same guy.
Okay.
I feel like this guy is well entertained by Aiden and Curtis, so
Okay.
I will help EJ with the bow attack again. God damn it!
Yes, unfortunately, you do miss your attack. And would you like to do anything else?
No.
You're safe. You're a safe distance.
I'm taking this. Oh my god! Take this horse just to make sure. I'm
You grab
like
its reins.
tying the reins to my own, so I'm
Okay.
making sure it doesn't run away.
Sounds good. All right, Dejal.
We'll try a vicious mockery.
Okay. Okay, if they can hear you, though it is not needed that they understand you, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4, so much psychic damage, and have disadvantage on the next attack roll, okay? Alright, they have failed their throw. Roll a d4. For 3 points. Cool, thank you.
Good job.
Come at me, you sorry excuse for a tarantula. That's all I got for a scorpion.
That's a pretty good taunt. That's a pretty good taunt.
I'm gonna take a step back, you know?
Okay, you're enticing an attack of opportunity doing that. They
What?
could attack out of turn if you move away from them.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna stay right this girl then.
Don't do it.
Aiden.
All right, Aiden's gonna hold his hand up and say, "If lightning won't work," and then cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Is
Oh!
that also
Is that-
lightning?
Ah!
Is that? I was gonna say, isn't that also?
If lightning won't work, how about lightning?
Light. I think it's just light.
The sun was in your eyes, and you hit the wrong way.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, I was trying to chop its tail off, and I missed.
See, would you like to do
Joke's
anything else?
on me. I want to kind of. Is Carthus right next to me? Okay.
He's just behind you.
I just kinda, after that, I kind of just want to pull my shield over, like oh
To
crud.
block him. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Get ready.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Oh, this is
Okay.
gonna hurt.
Carthus is gonna close it. He's right beside you, buddy, and
Okay.
he is going to pull his pointy pirate sword and give it a try. Carthus swings at it, but it's very agile and dexterous. This scorpion, he has missed as well.
These things are hard to hit for how big they are.
Or maybe we suck.
Am I the only one that has made contact with anything so far?
Well, you're about to get contact. You're really
You're
about
already
to
getting
make
contact.
contact.
Look at that.
The top one is going to attack you, Aiden.
Oh.
Up with a fail. 5 does not hit. It misses
Jeez.
you. You're able to deflect it again with your shield. And the next is going
Nothing
to
can hit
try
him.
to attack Dajal. Does a 21
I
hit?
don't want to.
Oh.
I
So it
take
would-
8 damage.
Damage.
What's your health?
Yeah.
You know, it's not much.
Look at that. I'm trying.
Nice! Yes!
You had to get your bow in order. That's all.
I'm.
Alright, so you're
I
attacking
don't
the
even-
bottom one again. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. Boop.
Let's...
Whoa.
Gabby, I'm just throwing it out there.
Mhm.
The scorpion.
Oh,
was
that's
supposed to be
because I
rolling.
got.
When it attacked me, it was supposed to be rolling disadvantage.
Thank you. You are correct. You know
Vicious
what?
mockery,
You know
right?
what? You know what? Wait. Yes, that was the one attacking you.
Oh.
That's only fair, man. You're correct. I'm gonna let you keep that, Lou. Give me just a second.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I'm
I can
sorry.
follow it again. It's okay.
It did better!
23
Oh,
and
well,
22.
we're gonna pretend like I never said anything. All right.
Lou, you just did 19 damage, dude.
No,
Yeah,
that
we don't
plus.
have to-
Yeah,
Look
we'll
at that.
we'll keep it.
Worry
We'll keep it. We'll keep it. It's fine.
We're just.
Keep your mouth shut next
Oh
time.
my god!
All right.
Wait,
You be talking?
plus sneak attack. Plus 9. So that's 20
That's a lot of
freaking
damage.
8 damage.
28 damage. Oh,
That guy.
Very nice, Lou. Would you like to do anything else?
Is it? He's still alive?
It's still standing.
Oh my god!
oh whoa.
Okay, I wanted to freaking slice him in two, but apparently it. Okay, good.
Well, knowing that,
Okay.
I'm
I
going to
got it.
change my plan of attack.
Okay.
I got it. Oh, am I up again already? Oh, it's payback time.
Oh, get him.
Oh, it's on.
It says point finger. It hits me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I see Lou's arrow go into its mouth. And I'm gonna put my finger on the arrow, like you son of a bitch, and then do hellish rebuke on it.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
That's cool. Don't burn my arrow. I need it.
All right. So it is
Oh, you're
going.
trying to get that back? I'm so sorry. It's already done. I don't
Cool. So, as you do this and you do that, it starts to riot and it starts looking pretty rough. This one.
Ooh.
just want to push my. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get up in its grill. Yeah. Aiden.
I want to look over at Dajal and say, "Fire! Yes!" and I want to cast Sacred Flame at Dajal's scorpion and say, "I'll help you! Sacred Flame!"
Roll it. And you're attacking the one in front of Dajal.
Yes.
All right. So this thing is like. You what do you say when you attack it?
Oh, I just say Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame! Because we name our attacks like anime. And Sacred
oh.
Flame, as you shoot your Sacred Flame at it, Aiden, it bursts into holy light and
Sweet.
it
That is
rides
so much
for a while,
cooler.
and then
Right,
it
yes.
rolls over and curls up as arachnids do, and stiffens.
Did you just say it burst into holy light and then writhes in bay? Like, I thought you meant it blew up
No,
and then writhed in bay.
it caught flame and rolled
Once
over.
that happens, I want to turn to the scorpion that's beside me and say, "You're next."
And it can't understand
know.
you, but
Nope.
could feel
I
some
don't
kind
know
of.
if
And
it's
I
still
want
a
to
big
point to
bug.
its,
I'm not
its
sure
other
if
one, like point to it and point to its other one, like that's gonna be you. That's you. Yeah.
I've
Whatever,
given up
bro.
all intelligent talking with these things. They're still just bugs.
Karthus is going to try his luck again. Nice.
Yeah,
Aha!
get it, you bloke.
All right, Karthus
That-
slices it up the front, and its mandible chink. It catches it, but he manages to cut off a chip of its mandible.
Come
let's
at me,
see.
beast.
Yes, this one is going to come at thee, but it is going to try to hit you with its stinger on its tail.
Oh
Eden.
no, this may hurt.
It's okay.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Okay, just take the 23. Oh god.
No.
All right, it manages to swipe away your shield and stab at you with its tail.
Ooh. Oh, what?
My god.
Wow.
Guys, I might have not balanced this very well.
I think I'm dead.
Wow. Wait, doesn't Aiden get a saving throw?
You're gone.
I think I'm dead.
Saving
You're
throw.
gone.
Okay, make me a Constitution save.
Oh God. I think I'm dead. You guys.
Guys, hold on. Let me read this.
You guys. I think I'm dead. I think I'm actually dead.
Guys, hold on. The book said the challenge rating was legit. Book, why would you lie to me?
So Louie's pretty furious. She saw Aiden fall to the ground.
It's getting heated.
She's like, this is not... This thing is dying here, right now, with that roll.
You bastard!
Pew, pew, pew.
What?
Okay.
Sorry, Aiden.
It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Avenge me.
Just because we're getting crucial here, I'm gonna use vicious mockery on it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, so it has disadvantage?
Yep.
Yeah, it's next. If I keep using vicious mockery, if it attacks, it has disadvantage every time. You eight-legged freak!
All right, it has failed its throw. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not giving any big blows here, but at least it has disadvantage on its throws.
You, like, grab his shield.
Hey, do you want to make a move? Oh wait,
Wow.
do you have to do?
Aiden,
you have to do it in
please
your-
give me a roll.
Haha!
What is
Okay, so
the-
you have a
what's
little
it-
checkbox.
First success.
Where do you see those at? Where's that at?
Death saves, it's under your temporary hit points. So that's Cody. Karthus,
What's going on here?
he's a broken man. There's
Oh,
a broken
man.
man. And he is livid and he screams like Super Saiyan mode, fists out with his scimitar in his hand, and he is going to try his darndest to just stab it. Just get in there and try and stab it.
Karthus has a berserker mode we never knew about.
Yeah.
He
my
becomes a bigger
He is
barbarian.
freaking raging. He is
hope.
going to try and attack it with his scimitar. Very nice, in the name of Aiden. And then he is going to use his special class feature, and on his turn he can do an additional action. And he's going to try and stab at it, and unfortunately, in his rage, it blocks him and he misses that second attack. However, another class feature, he's going to get a +2 to that scimitar attack. Alright, so all together.
Karthus is like every class altogether.
No. That's Karthus. This thing looks over at what it has done, and it sees that Aiden has fallen, and it sees that its brethren has fallen. It is going to rush over to swipe past Karthus and start heading towards the horses. It's going to take out the biggest thing around, and that would seem to be Aiden's horse.
It's going to roll 2 20s.
Yeah.
I can't help
it's
it.
gonna roll 20,
Karthus,
30,
because it
26.
did run past him and away from him, is going to, in fact, get another attack. So he is just going to keep stabbing at it relentlessly and miss. It has run past.
16.
Yes, that'll hit.
Guys, I feel like
It is
Frodo,
16.
you know?
So did that 21 damage actually like bloodied him? Is it starting to look bad?
Sure.
Radiant damage, is that doing something to him? No.
It's hurting him.
Yeah, it's not like
It does. They do feel pain.
They do.
they do feel pain. Okay.
Receptors. Dajal.
Good enough. Good enough.
I want to use Beast Speak on the horse and tell it to move away.
Okay.
Aiden's horse.
Okay.
I will not comply.
The horse notices that this scorpion is charging towards it, and it starts freaking out and stamping and rearing, not fleeing, but just panicking in a havoc before the scorpion reaches it.
No, this is dumb. It's a stupid horse.
Hey guys, I can't play that game alone. You have to be with me. It'll be really
You'll always
dull
have
if I to
Karthus.
play D&D alone.
You're like, oh great, I love Karthus.
Great.
I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Like a real desperate one too, like a oh god.
Please don't hurt me. Alright. Roll it.
Oh fuck.
Yes, you unfortunately miss.
Oh yeah. I
Aiden,
do.
make your roll.
Ha-ha.
Nice, good job.
I'm gonna stabilize yet.
Yay. One.
Hmm.
Only one away.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Okay. Next up, Karthus. He's pretty livid. He's like, "Where are you going?" And he rushes its back and its stinger, and it tries to just slice. He tries to slice its stinger. First one will hit.
That's probably a smart move. Cutting its stinger off.
It would
So
appear
it
so,
can't do
considering.
72.
Yes.
Considering the damage you can put out. Damn. Should have think of that.
Oh,
Scorpion's up. Dajal, you are standing here, and it's going to completely, because you did not hit it, it's going to completely ignore you and start charging towards Aiden's horse here. And make an attack
no.
on your horsey. Whose name is?
Soren.
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 Soren, male, white horse.
Thank goodness.
And I am doing at disadvantage. Yes, and it does miss. The horse is rearing, and it misses. Loowee, with your 96.
Wow.
What is happening?
I feel good.
Yeah, whatever.
Na-na-na-na-na. Doing 17.
That'll hit. Roll it.
Na-na-na-na-na. Wanna attack him with a 8 damage plus.
All right. As what are you doing? You're shooting where?
10. I want to shoot him in the freaking stinger. Do I kill it?
What? Tell me what you're doing.
I want to kill it.
Okay, but how if
As
you
it-
were to do that, how would it be done?
I want to hit it in the stinger, slice the stinger, and the stinger pierces its own head
Jesus,
as it falls down. Yeah.
that's real descriptive for you just shooting an arrow.
Loowee, perfectly appropriately descriptive, Loowee, because it does indeed happen, and the scorpion falls. Stinger hit, you clip the back of it, and the ligament or whatever arachnids have clips, and the stinger lands and stabs it in its own head, and it
Snap.
writhes,
Yeah.
having just poisoned itself, and it falls just
How's
before
it
the
feel? Huh?
before the horse, who begins stamping the crap out of this scorpion.
Avenge me.
So I look back at Louie and be like, "You couldn't just do that the whole time."
Oh, pretty much did it.
Aiden, make me another roll.
Aiden, you can do it. Wow.
Hey.
You're
As
alive.
the battle ends, and the scorpion stops moving, Karthus rushes away from it and holds Aiden up, and he begins to cry over Aiden, and he starts holding you really
man.
tight.
I have a potion.
Oh yeah, at the hotel, at the first inn.
Prison, actually.
Was that at the prison?
He got it from the prison.
Yeah, that's day one. I have a potion of healing. So the potion heals for 2d4 plus 2. Do I
I
have
could
to
heal
roll
for
that?
Yeah, roll
one
those.
right now, and it'd be fine.
Oh no, God, freaking.
I'm a god.
600 hit point. No, shit. There's a big lag, guys. Okay, would 7 make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Don't cut out any of the story here. He's
Loowee-
still in Karthus' arms.
Yes, Karthus is holding Aiden and crying over him and just sobbing the saddest, vaguely New Zealand or Australian sobs. And you approach him, Loowee. Loowee, what would you like to do as you approach him?
Hold him in my arms.
You take him from Karthus, and Karthus just buries his head in his hands, and he starts sobbing over himself.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up the bottle and slowly drip, empty the bottle in Aiden's empty carcass.
Oh, okay.
And it regains life all of a
Yes,
sudden.
Aiden, as you take down this potion, it does indeed do its work, and you cough it up, and you feel the pain in your abdomen feel slightly better, but you are in a lot of pain. There's a hole in your body.
I say, sorry guys, I blew it.
Yeah, you did.
See that you killed. I see that you killed the scorpion. You know, the one that just about killed me. Thank you for that and saving my behind again.
Yeah, well, we did the first step. I think you can do. You can do the rest, right? You're fine to get yourself back again.
Yeah, I got it from here.
Alright.
Thank you. And I want to put my hand on Karthus' shoulder and say, truly the man. Well, I'm sure that you to that scorpion for me. I saw you right before I after getting wrecked, and you looked pretty. And so thank you.
Karthus cannot stop crying, and he just takes your hand and puts it on his cheek, and he's like heaving shoulders. I'm so happy you're okay. Oh God.
And he starts crying a little bit. He starts kind of tearing up. Yeah, man, it's not...
like Dejale's just standing over everyone. He's like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't have cared if you would have died. But
I'm allergic to scorpions.
it's allergies.
And you had some on your fingers, and you just washed your eyes, and now it just infected
He
your
puts
Poison
his
damage.
big giant wound and starts chanting a prayer of healing. Lathander, you're my boy. Just help me out with this one. And junk. I'm bad at this, Lathander. I'm a bad cleric.
Worst cleric ever.
And you feel a lot better after placing that. You feel like not only physically better, but something inside your spirit has shifted, and you feel that Lathander is truly with you in this moment, as you are almost completely healed.
Sweet.
Because he wasn't here 2 seconds ago.
He saved his life.
Yeah.
And watched him die.
Gives and takes away. So yeah. Cool. Yes. So the horse feels pretty good about having successfully stamped out this flat now scorpion. You now have 2 scorpion carcasses at your disposal, and some
I want to
spooked
go
horses.
over to the and like give it like a good pat, be like thank you, and then I want to go over to the freaking scorpion that straight up murked me, and take its like take it off and cover them on my like cut it in half, them on my shoulder pieces.
Okay.
Suck it, son. Like you have
Just unpolished and goopy blood like butt guts.
oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, just throw them on my shoulders and I don't know, tie them somehow, make it look cool.
Okay.
A stinger, like where the
Oh, the stinger. Okay. Yeah. So you kind of split it
cutting that in half.
Yeah.
Taking
That's
the actual
metal as
stinger
F.
itself
Why
and
use a
keeping it.
stinger?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
where you have the
The
most.
stinger too. I'm gonna put that in my bag.
No, wait,
and
you're
then
not
I'm
keeping.
gonna, like,
You're not.
fix
You
the-
do not get to take all those actions without us doing anything. I mean, come on.
This man has died. He could do what he wants. There's another scorpion
Yeah.
anyway. Go take care of
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say you can get the other scorpion. Look, I'm just getting the part that wrecked me, like to remember it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
You know how he just slapped some scorpion on his shoulder blade?
Mm-hmm. Extremely
Can you all-
unrefined.
Yeah. Can you only do that if you're if you can wear like heavy armor?
We'll find out. Would you like to collect part of the
I will
scorpion?
crawl in this thing and walk away.
You just like have the lobster claws and just
Hey guys, why don't we all disguise ourselves as lobsters and
No,
I wanna
I want to harvest the poison out of the stinger.
very nice.
Stingers.
See?
I want to
Oh.
harvest.
See, that's,
Roll me a
that's
survival
smart
check.
thing.
Oh god, that
back,
exists.
back into the healing jar.
But yeah, you have an empty bottle now.
Oh man,
That's
that
true.
would be dope.
Nice. Okay, so this one is green, and you are able to fill about half of your bottle back up. All right, and I'll give you
But,
this.
I mean,
I'll give you the
I
stats on
want
that.
to ask Aiden to harvest the poison out of his too.
Loowee, you are able to fill that bottle up. Djal, what are you doing?
I'm still thinking about anything I could do with this scorpion that would be actually useful to me. I don't think I need anything out of it.
Okay,
I think we do though. I think we can harvest. Like you can make.
we'll figure it out. I mean, it's up
That'd
to
be
you.
sweet.
You can
Yeah.
find out later once you go to town.
Yeah. I wanna
Lou,
harvest
how
some.
big is your bag of holding?
Crudely.
It is big, my boy. It is.
Can we fit
big.
one of these scorpions in there?
Not the entire thing, no, but you can
Whoa,
chop it
can
up
we
and fit
chop
it in
it up?
there. Freaking
Let's chop up one of
Breaking
the
Bad style.
scorpions
Yeah.
and throwing it.
Leave no trace of it. Just-
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's chop up one of the scorpions and throw it in the bag of holding.
It's gonna be
You know what?
extremely crude. Would you like to wrap it in your fancy cloak or something?
Don't even.
Wait, I have a cloak.
No,
you know the cloak from,
my
from
cloak.
The first prison?
Yeah, do
Like
you still,
my
you still
cloak
have that?
from- yeah, I still have that. I wanna have like maybe one pincer.
Your horses are good. Karthus is still crying. I can't. And you guys are collecting all these things. He's still sobbing. In the background, you have successfully defeated 2 very difficult, deadly rated enemies. What would you like to do?
We've done it. I mean, you guys have done it.
Good job.
I mean, to be fair, I was totally asking to get wrecked by that scorpion.
Hey, you
It
know
was
what we
gonna
could
hit me
do, guys, before we head back on? We could build a big campfire inside of these scorpions.
They're
Just
not
put it in the night.
that
I
big. Like they're like the size
mean-
of you. It's like a tauntaun, man.
Okay.
Yeah, like a tauntaun.
You can sleep inside of one.
Yeah, we just had a big battle. We can cook the other scorpion up. Karthus, you know how to cook scorpion, my man.
I know how to cook a spider.
Same thing, buddy. Let's do this.
You settle in. It's probably like 5 o'clock-ish, 4:30ish now, and you settle in. You get a fire started. What are you doing as far as shelter? Just sleeping out in the open under the stars?
So,
There's no like trees or anything around.
You're
This is
strictly in plains.
right?
That's good.
I suggest that we start probably back away from the holes a little bit and start the fire, but
We
we'd
want
just
to
like
use
to
the
fight-
holes as beds, or
No.
what if more
I-
comes out of there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, right here's good.
yeah, just right in the
Or-
open, like there. Yeah.
Real quick, I want to be like, while we're getting everything ready, I don't have to have the whole conversation. Just like beast speak with the horses so that they know from now on that I can talk to them.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, when I beast speak, do I talk normally, or is it like?
That's a good question.
Like Aiden and Loowee are like, what the hell is he?
What the fuck is he doing?
I was kind of wondering that. Yeah.
Let's see. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with them. You know what? That one's up to you. I would say, usually in movies, it's like, I speak English, they can understand me, they speak cat, I can understand them. But if you want to go,
Yes.
that's all you.
How was that again? Yeah, but I just pretty much just let the horses know that I can speak with them.
Are you using
Human speak.
Okay.
Human speak.
common? Got it. Okay.
Nay, nay, horse. Nay, nay.
And end it with a.
All right. Eclipse is highly offended by that last comment, but you, they seem to understand, and they gather around you as you cook up this scorpion. Karthus helps you out. He's still a little teary-eyed. He doesn't want to talk about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And you guys settle in for the night in your bedrolls under the beautiful open sky.
While we're around the campfire eating our meat, Dewey starts to prepare a spell. She apparently knows. It's
Suddenly.
Hey guys, I know we're eating, but apparently I know.
Look what I can do.
She's kind of stumbling around whatever she needs to do, and she actually discovers it while doing it. But she casts this bow. She casts to prepare.
Jesus.
It's a ritual, so it takes an hour to prepare. But she, I hope she manages to bring an owl to life. It's a familiar.
Just
I can speak to it. I have my own friend.
Whoa.
Did you know she could do that? Oh, I didn't know she could do that.
I didn't.
Where
Wait,
did
wait,
that
wait,
owl
wait.
come from? Hello, owl.
I mean, you guys.
Was that in your bag of holding? Was that?
They fall in there.
I'm a wood elf, guys. I mean, that's. I don't know. I just happened, I guess. It's pretty cool, huh?
You're just born with that ability to just catch an owl. You just stuck your arm out.
It listens to me. You know, I just tell the owl to go and perch on Dajal's shoulder, and
Nice.
she does it. It's a female, by the way.
Why, hello.
What's its name?
I have beast speak. What's your name, Miss Owl?
She is called Cranberry.
Aww,
Cranberry?
so cute.
She's called Cranberry.
Love it.
What's your name, Mrs. Owl?
Oh.
Cranberry, you say?
Oh.
Aha! So how's your life been? All 3 seconds of it.
How is your life?
Oh, you're telling me worst cleric ever? I know, right?
She approves.
Aiden's just like,
God, stop. I'm actually really excited. Louis is actually really excited, so she takes the first watch.
before going to sleep, I want to be like, Loowee, I realized that you came to my aid, and you got a little worked up when Aiden died.
Oh, did I? No, I don't think so.
You starting to have some feels for us?
Yeah, what you mean?
Say you love us.
No.
I don't think I will.
It's okay. You know that I know that you know that we know that you know that I know.
So, as Dajal says that, I just... what is Tiefling? what is that? Whistle. I just whistle. I just whistle my owl, and she just perched on Dajal's head. I like on his horns, like.
Oh, a little owl
just
comes
flaps.
and perches on you. It lights on you.
Just be like, I'm not even mad, and then go to sleep.
Carthus is like, wish he would land on me. And he rolls over and goes to sleep.
I want an owl.
I'll take first watch.
No, I'm taking first watch. You go to sleep.
Nope,
You
I'll
had a
take
pretty
first
rough day,
watch.
buddy.
Yeah.
You know what, Aiden? You get a free night. You can sleep all night. This is yours.
I don't want any pity sleep.
Well, you almost died, buddy. Just take a rest. Heal up.
You almost died. You know, you're supposed to be the tank of the group, right?
I never called myself that. I tried. Okay, I tried my best.
As you bicker yourselves to sleep, the night goes by
Yes.
pretty uneventful. And Loowee is taking watch. Things seem all well with the world. Above Loowee, you see a shooting star pass in the night. Why are we rolling?
I make a wish.
Okay, what's your wish?
I can't tell it.
Okay,
Otherwise, it won't happen.
fair enough.
Make a wish.
Okay, Loowee makes a wish upon a star. We'll see if it comes true or not. You let me know. You wake up, and Carthus is preparing the last of the scorpion for y'all. He's awake before
Wait,
you. For
Carthus?
once. Carthus is awake before you. And he is
Oh wow.
preparing the rest of this. He seems to have packed all your things except for Aiden's because he realized that you like to do rituals in the morning onto your horses.
Yeah.
Things are all packed up, and he's waiting for you guys.
Hey,
That's not-
Carthus, what you doing up so early, buddy?
Life is short and precious. Oh, he goes behind one of the horses and keeps packing it up.
Just sobbing. I mean, you were a pirate. Like, you've seen people die before, man. Like, this is not new to you.
Yeah, I wanna look at Dijon and say I think we're a pretty tight knit group. Start tearing up a bit.
I've never had best friends before.
I'm be like, oh, that's just grabbing Aiden's finger and pulling it off me. Like, oh, that's nice, man. I like you too.
And Louis comes around and just breaks, like, really did not read the room before she gets here, and just tells, "Hey guys, look at that!" And like the owl makes a barrel roll in front of you. Wow!
Nice.
I want to look at Aiden and be like, isn't it weird to see Louis having Louis looks like she's happy.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Pretty nice to see.
She's fucking happy.
Oh my god. Like, she has an owl now.
You guys wake up. I assume Aiden does his
I'm
rituals.
back
You
to-
guys are like, just waiting around.
Back
him.
to full
You
health,
are
right?
back to full health. You have your spell slots returned to you. You guys saddle up and head onward towards Vakish. And Loowee, you look through your spyglass, and in the distance you can see a huge mass in shadow across the plain. The air becomes uncharacteristically hot, and the grass begins to turn to sand. And as the day goes on and you get closer, you see a massive, glorious city with white, round alabaster walls surrounding it. At its center, up on a hill, is a ginormous palace. As you approach this place, you are passed on the road by many, many dragonborn. First just a few, and then many going a few different ways along the road. And you approach, and there is a set of giant golden gates.
Oh.
And you are halted by 2 guards as you approach Vakish.
Now, are we in it? Like you said, it turned to sand. Like,
It seems that all the grass has turned to sand. It seems you are in a sandy plain.
I want to go up to the guards and be like, "Hello, guys."
You approach and you see a set of dragonborn guards in half-plate armor, and the female of the 2 guards speaks up. Your business in the city.
Oh, we
Pleasure.
didn't go over that, huh?
Pleasure and
What?
business.
what is your business in the city?
Well,
We're coming for trade.
we know that this city is
Trading
pretty,
pleasures.
is a pretty good dye. Is pretty big trade of the city's dye. We're into that.
I see. Do you hail from one of the other major cities?
Yeah, we're moving around pretty much.
Oh yeah, we kind of just float around, you know.
Yeah.
I see. Do you have any dyes with you to trade?
We
No,
wanna buy
we're
some.
coming here to procure dye.
I see.
We want to see what the big hubba bubba is about.
Very well.
And we like to party.
Very well.
We're coming here to get some dyes and do some party.
There are some fine
And
places
now,
for that.
as Aiden says that, he looks back at Dejal and Louie and we didn't go over what we were doing.
Me and Loowee had it completely under control. Aiden's just making it
We're
awkward.
here to party. Do you need directions to anything in particular?
Yeah, sure. Can you do you have any sort of map of the city somewhere, or can you show us the ways around? It's the first time we come here. Apparently, it's a really great city. I hope it meets our expectations.
Vakish will surpass your expectations. Yes, I will
Ooh.
give you a tour myself if you would like. I can call someone else to take my station.
That'd be awesome. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
see you then. Thank you, sir. What's your name, by the way?
That's a lady.
Oh.
Not a sir, it's a lady dragonborn. Raspy.
My apologies.
My name is Ventip. So she goes to the opposite guard,
Yes.
a male dragonborn, and she secures someone else to take her place, and she leads you. They together, the two male dragonborn, open this massive golden gate, and you are able to pass through. As you step into the city, you see it is immediately bustling with activity. There are merchants everywhere. There are children running about. Most of them tend to be dragonborns. There's a couple humans and all sorts of races, even the cruder races, including orc children and goblins running about. You see traders of all sorts, stalls with tarps to shade them from the sun. And she tells you this is our initial marketplace. You can find several goods here. We mostly deal in silks and linens. It's generally what we wear here to keep the sun off of us. And she leads you away from here a little bit, and points up onto the hill toward the massive palace. This is the Porphyry Palace. This is where Lord Rathcool lives.
What's his name?
Rathcool.
Cool.
I believe, Cody, some of this might be in your Book of Vakish.
Yeah, I think it is.
She shows you around a few other places, a couple blacksmith places. She brings you past towards the farthest part of the city, as you seem to be going around the entire city, and she brings you to the westernmost point. These are the docks. You can probably secure a vessel here if you would like to take dye out of the city in the most efficient manner, or you can procure a carriage in town.
I went to
When they
show the docks, I want to like nudge Karthus.
That's what I was gonna do.
Thanks.
I want to do that at the same time.
Karthus is pretty excited, and he's like, cool, remember, got it. He's like, mental note. Yeah.
I want to just casually be like, yeah, we're trying not to get into any trouble here. Have you heard of any trouble that's been happening here? Is this typically a pretty safe city? Like, what's your crime rate like?
If you are trying to avoid trouble, I would suggest leaving Vakish. It is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, well, we have our muscle here. Now I want to look at Aiden
But
and be like, but then as I get to go to point, I point to Karthus.
That's fair.
She looks over at Aiden as you start to point at him and takes note of his shoulder pads. And then over at Karthus, I see. Well, tieflings are very welcome here. You will be pretty comfortable here in Vakish.
That is greatly appreciated.
As she says tieflings are very welcome here, I want to slowly look at Dejal and say, yep. tieflings are very welcome here.
Is this going back to the whole "where should we go" thing? Is that what we're doing? You want to do this right now? Do you want to do this right now?
I have to go on my lunch break.
Loowee catches that conversation and turns to Deja and says, "Yep."
Karthus looks at you. Yeah.
Karthus too.
Karthus, you even know what we're talking about right now.
Totally, we're gonna get a boat, right?
Yeah. Ventip, where would the market be?
The market. Right when we came in, I showed you several stalls. But if you want to see our finer establishments, please follow me.
Ooh, yes,
Pleasure.
please.
Yeah, we're really interested in that. Yeah.
She takes you, so you are still on your horses, going around town, and that's fine. You see lots of people on their horses, as well as many people on camels. Carriages going casually throughout the streets. You also see something you have not seen before, any of you. These strange creatures, the size of, like, the world's largest dog. Drakes slithering about. These are, like, very, very large, monstrous-looking lizards.
Like hound dog, like hounds, or like.
These are lizard-esque creatures.
Like giant, was it the Gila monster?
Like a Gila monster, yeah.
Ooh.
Like,
those things are
but
fast.
spiny. A few people seem to have these. There are some smaller ones like lapdogs on leashes as people parade them around, but there are some tough ones, and they seem to be mostly following the guard figures, who are very broad-shouldered, and these are walking beside them. There are lots of new sights to take in here. The weather, it's getting pretty hot, especially in your armor and your leather and your chainmail. You're feeling the heat. Karthus seems pretty comfortable, but as she tells you to please follow her, she leads you into a totally different area of town.
Oh.
Nice. Oh. What's going on up in here?
This is one of our newer commodities. Once a day, we bring out all the slaves, and you may bid on them if you would like.
Oh no.
Oh, good. And here we're starting to like that city.
Oh no. My tummy hurts, and it's not from the venom. Ugh. I want to look at Loowee and Dejal and Karthus and just kind of give them one of these.
Yeah.
I want to ask her how long has you've been on slave trades here?
It is pretty new, just a few months now.
Oh, who decided to bring this up?
Prince Landon was the one who initiated it, but our Lord Rathcool decided it would be fine for our city as well. Whenever we have prisoners, we send their documents off to Prince Landon, and he okays them or rejects them as to whom should be slaves.
Do I see the slave thing?
Yeah, before you see a guard who seems to be auctioning off these three persons on the stage. There is an elf, a tiefling, and a human man.
I want to run up to the stage and say, how much for all three?
There are several other patrons around you, and they look shocked because they were auctioning on the female tiefling at the time. Let's see, Loowee and Dejal, make me a perception check. Aiden, as you're speaking to this guard, he looks down at you and he laughs. What is your bid? We are up to 11,000 for this one.
11,000. 11,000 clams?
Do you have clams?
Do you have some clams?
Who doesn't? 11,000 gold?
11,000 gold for this tiefling here.
Do I know?
You do not recognize this person.
Okay. Ooh, thank God.
DJ, you are watching, Dejal is watching Aiden approach the stage, and here's a ridiculous amount of money. Loowee, you notice a hooded figure off to the side of the stage, watching what Aiden is doing.
And that catches my curiosity.
It does. you investigate this person, and they
Hi.
have. Oh, you're going to approach them.
No, just
Oh, okay. Yes, you just kind of make your way over there. Aiden is talking about money with this person, and several other people begin bidding
11,000 gold.
12. I'll do 12, etc. as they keep raising the bid. And Loowee, as you approach this figure in the hood, they say 20,000. And the slave master looks around, waits. You, sir? To Aiden.
Oh, for all three, I will give you
300.
How good are you, cleric? Got that neat little
You gonna-
lightning staff.
You gonna
don't
monetarily support them? This business?
a piece of my mind. This is ridiculous.
Are you gonna say that?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry if you have a problem with the prices, but it's an auction. It only goes up as far as others are willing to bid.
20,000 gold. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm just gonna storm away like, oh gosh, what have I done?
So this
Well,
hooded
we're all good
figure. So he brushes it off. Whatever. This hooded figure approaches and gives the seemingly appropriate amount of gold to this guard, and the girl is led by chains off the stage, and he takes her away from this particular marketplace. Loowee, all you saw is that this person has a hood up, and they also had their face covered. With a 15, you were able to recognize that their hood was a little bit raised.
Yeah. Okay. That made me think of when Dejal tried to put on a hood on himself.
Listen,
I was gonna say, did I catch anything in like passing whenever they were?
I want to cast a message to Dejal.
I'm all ears.
Guys. I think we have something here, and we'll meet back at the inn later.
Oh, we're gonna split group.
Oh shit! Right. Or get rid of Ventip. Get rid of Ventip. I'll keep eye on this character, and we can follow him.
I want to whistle to Carthus Aiden.
Well, Aiden kind of made his way back to you.
Oh yeah.
Carthus is not paying attention to you. He seems to have attention elsewhere.
Throw a rock at Carthus.
He does not falter.
I want to tap him on the
Like,
shoulder
go.
and say, "What you looking at?"
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
What?
Aiden?
He is watching as the hooded figure leads this extremely feisty tiefling female away, and she is fighting him tooth and nail, but he is starting to drag her away.
I want to say, do you want to do something, Carthus? I got your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to grab Carthus Aiden and be like, Louie's gonna follow him. We'll be behind Loowee. We just have to keep Loowee in our sight.
Follow the owl. The owl will be up there in the sky. It'll be right on top of me all the time.
I want to look at Carthus and be like, we're not gonna let her get her way, buddy, and slap him on the butt.
Thanks.
Like
I needed that.
Like a good game, you know what I mean? Like, wham!
Yeah, I needed that. Thanks. All right. So what are we gonna do? What's the plan? What are we doing?
We're following the owl.
All right. So the owl is floating now. However, Loowee, you can see through the eyes of this owl. The owl
I can,
itself can follow him if you would like.
While your family is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your family's eyes and hear what he hears. Okay, yeah. So I follow him roughly 100 feet behind.
All right. So Vintip is like, are you ready? Shall we continue, or have you seen enough?
We're
We're leaving.
We're interested in some of these slaves, so we think we might stick around here. But I do
You can go on lunch.
appreciate you. We appreciate you showing us. Shut up, Aiden. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you shopping then.
We appreciate you showing us around, but we're gonna check out these auctions. We're very interested in some of these slaves you have for sale.
Yes, absolutely. Please enjoy yourselves in Vakish, and the guards' barracks is beneath the Porphyry Palace if you would like to speak with anyone or get any help around the city. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
So she heads off. The owl is trailing this gentleman, whoever this hooded figure may be, with this girl. Make me an investigation check, Lou. So you are trailing behind this girl about 100 feet back. Karthus has his tongue out. You guys are going along, and you are sort of brought back to the center of the city, under the Porphyry Palace. You notice this figure sort of look around. They see an owl, and they look at it for a little while. All you see from about 100 feet off is this pair of eyes looking from beneath this hood, and they seem to stare at the owl for a little while, which makes the owl a little uncomfortable. And then they proceed to go around the back of the palace, where there is a very large grate in a stone wall with water trailing out of it. And as they sort of fumble with this grate, it seems that there is a lock on it, and they drag the girl against her will into what seems to be a sewer system, shut it, lock it back, and disappear down a tunnel.
Like a mini boat?
No, it's not like a lake of water, it's just like water trailing out of it.
Okay.
Were we not close enough to really do anything with that?
You are 100 feet off. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I report to well, we're all together, right? Still all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like 100 feet behind that, like safely, without being seen. Okay. I tell Dejan and Aiden and Karthus, I think this is it. I think I saw them just leave to that sewer system. You want to proceed?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So you pursue, and you find this large grate on the side of a stone wall under the Porphyry Palace, and there is a lock on it.
Perfect.
Hey, I want to look at Loowee and say, "You got this."
I'll do my thing. Can I lockpick it?
Sure.
19.
Very nice. Yeah, so you manage to be able to fumble with it for a little bit, and all the mechanisms turn. You are able to unlock it and get inside this grate. Once you're in, what would you like to do with this lock?
I close it back. I put it in place, but I don't lock it.
You don't.
So it can easily be reopened.
Once inside, you begin to follow a long tunnel with stone walls, and at first the floor is wet, lined with water from the streets. Eventually, however, as you move deeper and deeper into this tunnel, the floor is covered in waste. The smell becomes absolutely unbearable to everyone, except Dajal. Dajal, the smell doesn't get to you. In fact, you don't smell anything.
It gets to Karthus, too, but not me.
Not you.
Do I have a
Everyone
head
is
cold?
retching. It's terrible, and you're just what's.
I'm just
Well,
like.
Cotton on my nose.
It doesn't smell good. You do not smell anything.
I feel like I'm missing something. Gotta investigate why I also. Like,
Sure.
I see them gagging. I'm like, why? What? I smell roses, man.
It's nothing.
That
It's
might-
not
that
even
might be-
nice. It's nothingness.
Not like nothing. Like,
Dude, something's up. You're not sure what? You don't feel any different other than the fact that you can't smell anything. But at the same time, you're kind of counting your blessings. You seem to be in a sewer, and everyone else is retching.
I just have to sit there and watch everyone gag. But all right, follow me, guys.
As you continue, the tunnel of the sewer and all its waste turns and winds, and you eventually come to a wooden door. On this wooden door is written the words, "Good morrow."
Huh?
Good morrow. do we knock, or
Is that some kind of thief? Is that some kind of thief cant? You wearing a wire?
you were in a wire punt?
Loowee approaches to the door and says, "Better than yesterday."
Better than yesterday.
I just want to turn the handle and walk in.
You push on the door, which has no handle, and you find yourselves in a chamber. Well, we leave you here as our players have found a door. On it was written "Good Morrow," and they step inside and find themselves in a very dark chamber. We'll see what happens next time on Path of Most Resistance.